So you made a taxonomy, and then you update, of course, the taxonomy. Then you go to the taxonomies, to the post types, and then you want to add the taxonomy. And if you see here, the particular taxonomy doesn't show up. Right, so this is the taxonomy, and there's nothing in here. The other taxonomy shows up. What could be the problem? And when we're going back to the taxonomies, so Jetengine Taxonomies, and then we click on the particular taxonomy, and we go into the advanced settings, and it must be hierarchical updates. And then when you go to the post types and to the taxonomies, you see that they are all in here. And when we go into the post types, and then we go to this one, then it shows up. And we have to wait a little bit, and as you can see here, they are showing up. Another problem that can be is when you have a firewall. I've already made a tutorial about that. So when you have a firewall, then you have to whitelist your own IP address, the IP address where you're hosting the domain name, and if you have a redirect with DNS, then you also have to whitelist the company where you hosting the domain name, and then when you redirect it to a company where you have a CRM running or you have your own server, then you also have to whitelist them. And if you have two firewalls, so when your hosting company have a firewall, most of the cases they have, then you have to disable one firewall, so or from the hosting company or from your own tool that you're using, for example, VirusDie or something like that. We can show it. So let's go to VirusDie, and then you have to log in, of course. And when you go into the domain names, so you go to the websites, and then you see, for example, this one. Who's this? And then you go to the whitelists, to the web firewall, and then you have to whitelist your IP address. So here is the whitelist, and this is the blacklist. Whitelists are also important when you are scrolling your websites for particular vulnerabilities. For example, if you're using Beagle security, then you have to whitelist all the IP addresses that they give to you. So that was it for the taxonomies.